Hey, this is Rick Brandenburg for Turf Bugs and Rock and Roll. And in the midst of this journey on the dark side of social media, I want to talk about something that's mentioned a lot on social media and just perhaps provide a little bit of clarity. It's the funding of scientists that do the work. And there's a lot of, I think, misinformation that scientists that take a particular issue, take an issue and they take a side on that issue based on the research, that they've been bought out or been funded by various groups that say, if you promote our agenda, you will get this funding and we'll help take care of you. And I guess that's rubs me the wrong way being a scientist. That's not how the system works. Typically for virtually all funding, what's called an RFP comes out. That's a request for proposals in which whatever organization has an opportunity to fund research. They put out a request for proposals. It talks about the type of research they're willing to fund, the priorities that they have for funding, and you put together proposals. Sometimes you have a very short turnaround. Sometimes you have several months to write that proposal. Sometimes the proposals are short. Sometimes the proposals are like a textbook before you finally get them written. They take a lot of time, a lot of energy, and a lot of effort. Typically, a very small percentage of projects are funded. And the question is, how are those decisions made on funding? Well, there are a variety of ways. For a lot of funding, especially when you look at federal funding, those projects are evaluated by what's called a peer review, and very typically that is made up of faculty from universities across the United States who have expertise and can help make sound scientific decisions on the value and the merit of that particular research. Sometimes it's from commodity groups or industries, and they'll have their own board members, or there may be, in the case of commodity groups, you may have farmers or board of directors that help make those evaluations. So there's a lot of different ways. There's a lot of quality control. There's a lot of feedback, and there's a lot of checks and balances in the system to make sure that they fund issues that really will benefit whatever the funding agency is, as far as increasing yield, increasing economics, viability, whatever it might be, but also that it's very sound science. And as I said, a lot of the peer review boards are made up of scientists from universities across the country to make sure that the process is done right. So when people say that scientists are bought out, they're paid off by various components of the federal government, whatever, don't say that to me in person, okay? Because I won't take it very kindly, because that is not the case. Are there some bad eggs among scientists? Sure, there are a few, just like there are in every industry, every vocation. But don't use that as an excuse when you see scientific information that doesn't agree with your particular biases. Hope that helps. Look forward to talking with you again soon.